Yo, what's going on, guys? It is me, Kelvin, aka Sending Flygon, and before this video gets started today, I just want to talk about this for a second. Am I the only one that thinks that Olive Garden is a little overrated? Like, okay, so about an hour ago, my mom brought home food, right, from her job, and they ended up having like Olive Garden at her job, right? So, we had spaghetti, and in that spaghetti there was like meatballs and Italian sausage. Don't know why they'd put Italian sausage, like a whole ass Italian sausage, whole ass. I don't know why they just did, but okay, that's besides the point, right? So meatballs, Italian sausage in the spaghetti, right? And then obviously breadsticks, you know, Olive Garden breadsticks. So, I ate it, and you know what? It wasn't that good. Okay, listen, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. You know what I mean? And I always hear these great things about Olive Garden, but like, it ain't that good. Like, it really ain't. I've had better spaghetti in my life. I feel like I could just buy spaghetti and make it on my own, and I'm not even, and it would be better, even though I don't even cook. So, I don't know, man. I just want to talk about that. What? Do you think Olive Garden is a little bit overrated? Please let me know in the comments. If anyone's watching this, like, I need to know. But anyways, welcome back to another video. Today I will be doing I don't know what the hell I'm doing actually. that Olive Garden rant fucked me in the head. But today I will be doing my predictions for the ABA Randomized Draft League season. Since it's the end of the season, since there's one league left. Obviously, this isn't the end of the entire league, since there's playoffs after this. But I'm just gonna put my thoughts out there on who has the best chances of making playoffs, who still has a chance, people who don't even have a chance, and generally what I think about generally what I'm thinking going into this week 6, looking at the leaderboard. So yeah, let's just get started. So, obviously we'll go over the placements. Number 1 is me, Flygon, at 5-0, the only undefeated person in the league so far. 5-0 with a differential of 16. Sal is number 2 with the only person that is 4-1, and he has a differential of 5. Not too large if you look at the differential of the people below him. Next up is Jin. He is 3-2. My bad. Yep, that's the Olive Garden kicking. I'm telling you, man, it ain't that good. Anyways, 3-2, and he has a differential of 6. But right behind him is Rob, who is also 3-2, but just has a differential of 5. So if he gets a win, and like, let's say Jin gets like a 1-0 and Rob gets a 3-0, they both win their matches, but Rob has now passed Jin, since he has a higher differential, and since the priority always goes records and then differential, and then if someone's tied in playoffs, then it's just the streaks don't matter, they're just there for cosmetics, I don't know. Then there will be like a tiebreaker match. Right behind them though is Mod, who is also 3-2 but has a differential of 2. But if these two lose, or these two win their matches, but not great. Actually, no, I think Jin has to lose his match. Unless Mod gets like a 5... No, unless Mod gets like a 6-0 and Jin gets a 1-0, then I don't think Mod can pass Jin. Though all that matters is Mod passing Rob, which all he needs is Rob to get like... If Rob gets a 3-0, then I don't think Mod can make it unless he gets a 6-0, and I'm just letting you know right now, Mod's next match is against me, and I'm about to tell you, I ain't letting him 6-0ing me. Fuck that. Anyways, right behind Mod is Crypto, who is also 3-2, but has a differential of 1. Obviously, it's gonna be harder for him to make it in the playoffs than it is for Mod, but if both Jin and Rob lose, then there's a chance that both Mod and Crypto can get in. By a chance, I mean it's guaranteed, since these two are going to be 3-2 and these two are going to be 4-2. So you never know. And then in 7th place we have Lunar replacing Happy, and he is 2-3 with a differential of -3. Now, I just covered all the people that have a chance of making it into playoffs. Everyone below them do not have a chance, but I'll discuss them later. Even though Lunar has a differential of 2 and 3, he still technically has a chance of making it. Now, what do I mean? So, this is the one situation where Lunar can make playoffs. Everyone loses their match. Rob loses pretty heavily, like, let's just say, theoretically, 5-0. Lunar wins his match 4-0, he wins his match 3-0. He is now tied with Rob for 4th, and there is a tiebreaker match. Or if he wins 4-0 in his match, then he is now in playoffs. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to think that Lunar has a chance. But the only chance he has is if he wins his match. If he doesn't win his match, not happening whatsoever. But if he wins his match, if all these matches go according to, if goes his way, if Crypto loses his match, if Mod loses his match, and Rob loses his match, then there is a chance he can still make it, depending on how well he does. Though I think there's only a limit, because, like, let's say Rob loses 3-0, so he has a differential of 2. For Lunar to make it back, he'd have to have a differential of -3. He'd have to have a 5-0 just to tie it, and a 6-0 to be ahead of him. So that's if Rob loses 3-0. So obviously it's very situational, but it's still plausible. So we need to keep that in mind. Next up we have Winder, who is in 8th. He is 1-4 and has a differential of -8. Yeah, it's kind of dropped pretty significantly, the differentials. And then 9th place is I Don't Know War, 1-4 with a differential of -9. And in 10th place we have Prologo. He has not won a single match this season. He is currently 0-5 with a differential of -15. Now, Winder, I Don't Know War, and Prologo are completely out, right? They are completely out, which surprises me. Because I Don't Know War has an amazing team. Like, if we look at his team real quick. Blacephalon, Greninja, Scizor, Volcanion, Araquanid, Shaman, Medicham, Miltank, Glaceon, Ludicolo, and Mega Sharpedo with Dragonium. That's pretty good. Obviously, Dragonium doesn't really fit in this team. But that's a scary team. Main problem is it's pretty frail. But with like, Scizor could be a defensive switch-in, Araquanid could be a special defensive switch-in, Miltank is always defensive. There is something to be said there. Though I don't think he's really been taking this league seriously, considering first week you brought like rollout Miltank, which, fair enough. So yeah, Winder I'm very surprised at. Well, okay, no, not as much. Winder is a great player, but first of all, his team isn't amazing. I feel like it could be worse. It could be worse, but still, he has a pretty significant weakness to flying. And my bad. He has a pretty significant weakness to flying, and he doesn't have great hazard removal either. And his Z move doesn't really fit with anything except for Mew. Sorry, that fucking Olive Garden, goddamn. But yeah, I don't think his team is the best. I think it's better now than what it used to be, because of a few rerolls, FAs, he's been able to make it better. But I don't know. Maybe he can go out with a bang in his final match. He beat Crypto. No, Crypto beat him last week. So did Crypto beat him last week? Oh yeah, Crypto beat him last week. But that was only because he got like a freeze from like a tri attack. It's funny. Anyways, yeah, I'm very surprised at Winder because he's usually really good at league matches. Before this, I've always seen him make playoffs, but now he's an 8th with like no chance of making playoffs. So it's kind of unfortunate, but it'd really be like that. Prologo 0-5. That's a big yikes. I don't want to say this was similar to BGL Season 4, but I honestly think it was. So that's big unfortunate. maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't remember what Prologo's differential was in Prologo's record was in BGL Season 4. I think it was similar to this. I'm not sure. But yeah. Now let's talk about 2nd through 7th. Okay, no, let's talk about 1st. 1st is me. I'm locked in. It does not matter what happens to me in my final match. I could get 6-0'd, and unless Sal wins his match 5-0 or 6-0, I'm still going to be 1st. Which is pretty funny, not gonna lie. Considering I have a very safe cushion of 16. Like, with this, it's the highest differential by a landslide. It is more than 2 times 2nd place. Like, I'm not trying to brag, but that we're just facing statistics here. It's more than 2 times 2nd place differential. So I'm locked in. Like, we don't even have to talk about this. I'm locked in. Now what we have to focus on is 2nd through 7th. So Sal is in a pretty comfortable position, but if he loses his match, that's where things start getting uncomfortable. Because if Jin wins his match, and if Rob wins his match, who is Jin facing? Jin is facing Winder, and then Rob is facing I don't know War. Considering I don't know War has only had 1 win, and that was a forfeit win. Okay, anyways. With Sal, right? If he loses his match, and Jin and Rob win their match, he's already in 4th. He's already in 4th. And if Mod or Crypto win their match, depending on how much they win and how much Sal loses, he could get kicked out. And the thing is, it's not as unlikely as you think. All that needs to happen is for Jin to beat Winder, which Winder is 1-4 right now. So statistically, he shouldn't have too much trouble with that match. Though that being said, I wouldn't doubt Winder being able to beat him. We'll just have to wait and see. Rob against I don't know War. I don't know War has only gotten 1 victory, and that was a forfeit win. So Rob is looking pretty alright there. Not to doubt I don't know War, but statistically, it is in Rob's favor. So if Rob and Jin win their match, he's already in 4th, right? So Crypto is facing Prologo. Prologo is currently 0-5. So if Crypto can defeat Prologo, who is currently winless, then he could get a decent differential. Cell is facing Lunar. Lunar has not played yet, so I don't know how well he plays. I don't know how well he knows competitive. But let's say he loses, right? Not only does that increase Lunar's chances of making it in. Well, no, if Jin and Rob win, then he can't make it in. But basically what I'm trying to say, if Lunar beats Sal, then that really opens up the door for Crypto or Ahmad to sneak in. Because all that needs to happen is for Jin to beat Winder and for Rob to beat I don't know War. And then Crypto has his match against Prologo. You're seeing how this could line up, right? Am I saying this will happen? I have no idea. We don't know until like the matches fold out. But right now that could happen. And who is Sal facing again? Sal is facing Lunar, and we have no idea how Lunar plays. He could be a god at this game. He could be the next Manny. Who knows? But yeah, I'm just saying, even though Sal is in a comfortable position, well, comfortable in quotation marks, he still shouldn't be careless with the fact that he's 2nd and the only one that's 4-1. Now, with Jin and Rob, they're almost in a must-win scenario. Like, if Jin loses 1-0 his match, then he has a differential of 5 with a 3-3, which doesn't seem that bad, right? Until you take into account that if Mod and Crypto win their match, they could just pass him easily. Like that. So he's almost in a must-win scenario, because if these 3 win, he's out. Like, he's just out. There's no chance. He's out. Though that being said, he at least has that one differential cushion compared to Rob. Like, he has that one differential higher than Rob, so he's a little bit more, has a bit more space to work with than Rob. Even if it's just by one, it's better than nothing. With Rob, it's pretty much the same situation, must-win scenario. He has a nice differential, though if he loses, that won't matter if Mod and Crypto win their matches. So, now we get to Mod and Crypto. With Mod, he needs to beat me, which I am currently undefeated. I'm not saying it's impossible. He does have a really good team. I don't doubt the fact that he could beat me. He could, because he has a good team. But he'll have to defeat me in order to win his match. If he wins his match, what he needs to bank on is either Rob or Jin losing their match. If one of these two loses their match, he's immediately locked in if he wins his match. So, same goes with Crypto. Even though their differentials aren't as good as Jin and Rob's, that'll only matter if they all win their matches. If they all win their matches, that's when differential is going to matter. Or if they all lose their match, then that's when differential is going to start to matter. And that's when Lunar is going to start to come in. But we'll get to that later. So for Mod and Crypto, it's all about getting that win, so they can have the best chance possible of passing Rob, and or passing Jin as well, just so they can have like a better seed. Because obviously it's going to be like fourth place is going to versus first, and then second place is going to versus third. So there is a chance that me and Mod could face again in playoffs and like the semifinals, since it's just going to be semifinals and then finals, since it's only top 4. So it's for them, it's all about winning. For Mod and Crypto, it's all about winning. As long as they win their matches, they just have to bank on the fact that either Jin or Rob lose their matches, and they have a pretty good chance of getting in. Now with Crypto, if he wins 3-0 and if Mod wins 1-0, then he will be ahead of Mod. So that could matter a lot, differential wise, because it could mean Crypto could get in but Mod won't. So there's that to consider. Now finally there is Lunar. Now Lunar, I'm not saying this will happen because it is pretty damn unlikely, but this is what needs to happen. Rob, Mod, and Crypto need to lose their matches. Rob needs to lose his match bad. Like, let's just say 4-0. Like, he loses 4-0. I think we've done this example before. But 4-0, Lunar wins his match. So that's a differential of 1. So that moves him to a differential of 1. So if Lunar wins his match 4-0 and Rob loses his match 4-0, 0-4, then that means that Lunar and Rob are now tied, and it'll come down to a tiebreaker. Though if Lunar wins his match 5-0, or if Rob loses his match 5-0, then that 4-0 will be enough for Lunar to make it in. So it is very situational, but it could happen. Rob is facing I Don't Know War, so I Don't Know War could pull out a huge upset. Crypto is facing Prologo. Prologo could pull off his first victory, since I wouldn't doubt him at least getting one win this match, considering he does have a pretty damn good team. He just hasn't been playing the best. It just be like that sometimes, especially since it's a randomized draft league. Luck is very heavy, because, you know, Pokemon. But for Lunar, even though it's very not luck based, but it's in the numbers, right? It's very chance based, yeah. It depends on how the others do above him. But if these 3 lose and Lunar can win his match significantly, like a 4-0 or a 5-0 against Sal, then he could be in a really good spot to maybe make playoffs. Is it unlikely? Yeah. Is it possible though? Yes, and that's all that matters. If it's possible, it can. Obviously, since it's possible, it can happen. Now, what do I think is gonna happen? Which is my predictions, basically. So looking at the matches, Rob against I Don't Know War. Right now, I think Rob just has this match in the bag. I think he has the necessary tools in order to deal with this team. I'm not going to say any tech, since they could use it against each other, but I could definitely see Rob having the advantage in this match. But at the same time, looking at War's team and how he could use some of his mons, if War actually like tries and brings some real sets, I feel like he could legitimately pull out an upset. But for right now, I think Rob could win that match. Though just looking at the teams, I think it's pretty even. But playstyles, I think Rob has the definite advantage. So next up we have Sal and Lunar. I can't not comment on this match. I think Sal is gonna win because he's been performing pretty good, but at the same time, I've never seen Lunar play before, and Lunar has a pretty good team as well, so I have no idea. I think I have my bets on Sal. So me versus Mod. His team is pretty good. I'm not even gonna comment on this match because it's me commenting on a match I'm gonna have. So I don't know. Like if I just say I'm gonna win, then there's gonna be a comment just saying, "Oh fuck, shit, fuck, you cocky asshole." But then if I say, "Oh, I'm gonna lose," and it's just be like, "Oh, he wants to," stupid shit like that. I don't care. So Crypto versus Prologo. I obviously think Crypto is gonna win. Not only does he have a better team. Hold on, let me see this real quick. No, okay, he has a better team. Not only do I think he has a better team, but I think overall Crypto has played a lot better this season than Prologo. But I could definitely see Prologo doing a few things in this match to be able to pull out his first victory. I wouldn't put it behind Prologo, but right now my money's on Crypto. And finally, we have Jin versus Winder. Jin was doing pretty good in the beginning of the season. He fell off a little bit, but he at least beat War last week. He has a pretty solid team, honestly pretty solid. And then with Winder, he has a pretty solid team now, with his like FAs and stuff. So I do think that Jin has the advantage, just slightly. I think it's like a 55 to 45 in Jin's favor. Just looking at this, obviously I'm not looking at this in depth, I'm just looking through, but I do think Jin has the advantage, and obviously like in their playstyles I think Jin definitely has the advantage. So I think Jin is going to win that. So just going off my estimates, then these three are gonna most likely stay. Though obviously differential could come into play if Crypto wins his match, if Mod wins his match, if Lunar wins his match, and Rob, Mod, and Crypto loses their match. But we've already went through this. So those are my predictions. I think the people that are going to make playoffs is what we have right now. Flygon, me. Why did I say me? We already knew I was locked in. I'm fucking retarded. And then like Sal, Jin, and Rob. So obviously I'm not going to doubt the fact that Mod, Crypto, and Lunar do have chances. I honestly wouldn't doubt Crypto possibly winning his match. Because, okay, I already said that I feel like he's going to win his match. But if Rob wins his match, then Crypto needs to win his match, like, 6-0. But even then, if Rob wins, like, 2-0, then that's now a tie. And if Rob wins his match 3-0, then he's locked in, and Crypto can't do anything about that. So yeah, it all comes down to differential. By the end of the day, anything can happen. I'm very interested to see what happens. And yeah, I just wanted to make a video on the ABA since I haven't talked about it at all on this channel and I haven't uploaded in a while. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, you can subscribe if you want. You could like if you want. Dislike if you disliked it. I hope you enjoyed that mini... I just realized... what is wrong with this list? You guys were probably like looking at this list just like, does he know how to count? Does he know what numbers are? What is he, fucking gay? Okay, anyways, that's enough for me. I hope you enjoyed this video and the fucking rant I went on about Olive Garden. It just isn't that good. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or night, whatever time zone you're living in, and have a good one. Peace.